Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you people are residing around our beautiful world. Let's have a fantastic Zoom today. How are you doing, Remidas? How are you doing? I hope you're fine. We have Dimitri Sirpa. We have Riba with us. We have Hans-Erik. We have Stephen Miller. How are you doing today?
Thank you. Doing well. Hey, how are you?
Doing better? I started to be worried about you. You look
I was worried about me too for a minute there.
How are you doing? Tell me.
I'm doing okay. Thank you. It's been a rough couple week or so. And yeah, I'll get into that in a little bit. I'll go through some of the real of what's been happening. So
yeah, that's good. We had also it's a crazy thing, this COVID, I thought I could only have it once, but we also run into the whole family, first the grandmother is falling down, then it's the kids. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to get it. And I got it again also. And thank God the grandfather that is the worst at risk didn't. Everybody else got sick again. Yeah. So it's a crazy thing. But it's good to see you back on your feet, Stephen. And please, I haven't also been speaking with you for some time. So I'm looking forward to see how things are evolving on your side of the planet.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on. Gosh, life continues to happen regardless of what goes on, right? That's the truth. Yes. that we all know. If you guys don't mind, I'd love to just share some of my experiences of the last week. It's been a really interesting week for me. I got sick. I got pretty sick, very similar to kind of what I had before. Just a lot of chest congestion and cough and all that kind of stuff. And in the midst of that, about 5 months ago, I think I even mentioned this maybe on the call 5 months ago, possibly. But about 5 months ago, we had two dogs, and one of them was hit by a truck and was run over and killed. And that was a really hard thing for our family. We actually got two American Brittany dogs, and the one just kind of shot out, got loose, and ran out in a busy road, got hit by a truck, and was killed. And that was really, really unfortunate, really hard thing to deal with. This weekend, actually on Sunday, the second dog that we have got loose, and almost the exact same thing happened. It ran out into a road, got hit by a truck, well, actually got run over by a truck, and I watched the whole thing happen. It was kind of a helpless moment. I was sitting there watching this all transpire, didn't know what to do, couldn't do anything. My kids were trying to run after the dog, and I was trying to keep my kids while I was trying to go out and help my dog. And anyway, the dog was killed by this truck, and it's been a rough weekend. Experiences like this are eye-opening. They tear at your heart. They make you refocus and just think about a lot of different things, why you're doing what you're doing, what you're doing, if what you're doing is valuable or not. You start to question everything. And I mean, I'm a person where I question everything anyway. I mean, that's kind of part of who I am. I like to really get down to the meaning of things and why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm spending the time doing what I'm doing, why I'm so passionate about these different things and what it means. And as I took some time the last few days to be with my family and to comfort them and to help them, I started to think about all of you as well. And I started to think about people that are sacrificing. People that have been with us now for 5 or 6 months, as we've been making some different transitions, and as we've been trying to correct a lot of the issues and problems and things that we've had. I've thought a lot about people who have spent a lot of their time, money, and energy to be here, to support this project. I thought about people who may be struggling to put food on the table during this time, as COVID has been here, as there are other projects that you could all be out doing, and you've been sticking around and staying here with us and jumping on these calls on a daily basis. I started to think about the positivity and, you know, the drive and the conversations that you guys are having each day with new people and bringing people into this group and helping them understand the benefits of blockchain technology, but not just blockchain technology, the benefits of the blockchain technologies that we're supporting and some of the ones that we're also supporting and building, right? And this is a tremendous undertaking. As I thought about all these things and as I thought about you, I get emotional. I'm an emotional guy. You know, some people are really tough. I'm not. I cry, you know, and I probably cry more than I should. But that's just who I am. You know, I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and I spent a lot of this last week with my family. Sorry, here I go. Spent a lot of time with my family crying and just trying to understand, you know, why things happen and where we are. And I want to let you know that I have so much passion for what we're doing here. Like a lot of you, I don't have to be here. You all don't have to be here. There are a lot of other places that you could be, that you could choose to do and go to. And I'm not, I don't look at things with, I try to look at things with the proper perspective. And I try to look at things in a way where I'm not lying to myself, right? I know that there have been issues. I know that there have been problems. There still are some problems. I know that we're getting a lot better at fixing those things. As a matter of fact, you know, we are in the final stages of the very last nodes being distributed, and which is really, really great. I'm excited about that. I know that some of you have experienced some fluctuations in your node counts in your back office where you've seen them be there and then all of a sudden they're not there. And we're working to correct all that. A lot of what we're doing right now, we're still in a beta phase. And I know we've said that a lot, you know, we're still growing this and working towards decentralization, which we're not 100% there yet. What we are working to get there, and we're working to get there as fast as we possibly can. So part of what I wanted to talk about today was also to help you understand a little bit behind the curtain of what's been going on in terms of fixing a lot of the different issues and problems. We've spent a lot of time bringing in a new talented, experienced development group. And one of the reasons why we did that is we noticed there were a lot of blocks in what we were doing. We noticed that there were a lot of places where certain individuals that were part of the project maybe held a portion or certain parts of the private keys that were built in the beginning to keep everything safe. And the problem with that is with safety oftentimes comes slowness. You know, with trying to make sure everything is really safe and secure, it's brought about a lot of things that were making it take a lot longer. Over the last couple of weeks, and even this last week, we have opened that up. We have compartmentalized a lot of our need for security so that we could take other areas of where people need to access and get access to be able to fix a lot of different problems. We've been able to open that up now and open it up to a much larger group of individuals. And so we have dedicated teams now that have recently received the access levels and security levels that they need without compromising the overall security of the project to be able to fix problems even faster. So that's been a real big focus of this last week. And even as I've been out and as I've taken some time, the team has really been diving in to do and correct and fix a lot of that based on those kind of different access levels. So the structures are being fixed. More and more of you, I'm sure, are looking at your organizations and seeing those structures come into play and come in line. It's not fully finished for everybody yet, but we're getting a lot closer. We have each of the different issues recorded and in queue right now. And so as we, now that we've got kind of this access level opened up a little bit more and we've got more people access to be able to make and fix those problems, those are gonna fall off a lot faster. Those are gonna go a lot faster. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about today. Another thing that I wanted to
just
mention
quickly,
today,
Stephen, so we don't need to repeat on that. I can give a really short update with that, as I've been involved a lot with it.
thank you.
Just to say that you said something really that I liked there, Stephen, with that nobody of us has to be here. And I can say that, you know, there was a reason for me not choosing to pursue my legal career. And that was sitting in front of a computer and sitting in an office. And I was today, actually, I was speaking with a good friend of mine, Aaron's brother, actually, you know, and I said that I don't know how anybody got me to sit in front of the computer those hundreds of hours that I've been, you know, sitting the last months. And he said, yeah, but maybe you can get a compensation for it. I said, that would not be you know, benefiting me, because I couldn't put the price that it would be worth for me actually doing it. So why have I been doing it? A very simple answer to that is very simple. Because it's the right thing to do. Because people need to, and we are now in the last pushes, like you said, Stephen, with getting the organization in place. We started with actually 30,000 some account, if you remember. We were screening it down to 8,000 some accounts. Then last week we were working through 180, 190 some accounts with double accounts and these. And you leaders, thank you for all of that. And thank you for Antti and Henry and everybody else that's been involved, you know, helping with it. And now we are on a last push I saw today. And, you know, I'm just looking at the list and I'm thinking, oh my, you know, because in my organization also, still to go, it's only 70 left. And it's just like, I'm just looking at it and okay, one last push. Let's make sure that people get their packages, people, because I today got a question and I almost ashamed to read it, you know, on my phone, because it reads, why would I do because I don't qualify myself? I mean, that's a really, really, really bad answer if you're asking me. So why am I doing it? Because I'm qualified, and why would I care? Because it's the right thing to do, because people will come back to you guys that listens on this call. When green starts to move and the value goes, when element value starts to go and so on, make sure that people at least open their accounts. It's now only a few days more until Sunday. After that, we will never touch it again, guys. Do the last push when you now get the lists from us. Make sure that the people that thought that maybe they have nothing, that they sign up. Go through the front door, because this is not anything that is incorporated, guys. People have to claim. And the founders of back in the days of these companies have purchased products for you guys, for us, fully paid. But we can't give them if people are not signing up. So that was the only thing I wanted to jump in between. And I know, Stephen, how much it taken from your time to do this. And I know how many times we've been on these calls, you know, saying, oh, this again, you know, that we are stuck in it. It takes time to go to 30,000 accounts and get down to a few hundred. So, but we are there, guys. We are so close, and you guys knows that are on this call, you leaders. You will have to bother yourself. A last push now. Please help your organization to get the products. That's what I wanted to say. Please go ahead, Stephen.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And, you know, I want to talk about a few different things also today, just to kind of help everyone know what's happening. Again, a little bit of what's happening in the background. There has been a massive push that's just barely starting right now as well. We've had the last few weeks, we've had a lot of individuals that have been coming on and contributing with the Green Project. As a matter of fact, we've got one individual in particular who is just an amazing gentleman who has been in the renewable energy space for a long, long time. And is coming in to devote a full-time effort to the Green Project, kind of coming in to lead the charge, as it were, in a lot of different things around green. If you've looked at green recently, also on Uniswap, there's been a lot of volume that's been going through green in the last several days and the last week or so as well. You know, green is up about 7.5% in the last little bit here. It's at about a penny right now. It's been kind of fluctuating, but there's been a lot of quite a bit of volume that's been going through green just in the last 7 days. There's been you know, about I think it's $160,000 of trading volume in just the last 7 days. There on Uniswap. And so there are some great things that are starting to happen right now. There's a lot of focus that's being put on green and green solar and different integrations with green. And, you know, I think one of the biggest things that we need to understand with everything that we're doing here, and one of the biggest things that can help all of these projects to grow and to reach their ultimate full potential is by us helping with the adoption. I mean, that's really what this is all about. This is one of the reasons why I love these projects and why I'm here, is because I can help the adoption. I can help the project to grow because I'm part of the project, and all of you are part of these projects. You all have the ability to affect positive growth and positive change with each of these projects. And even if you feel like, hey, well, I'm not necessarily on the inside or in the inner circle, I want to let you know that anybody who wants to come and participate, anybody who wants to offer liquidity, anybody who would want to invite people to come and join, those are all massive efforts that will help each of these different projects to grow and flourish. At the end of the day, we have great technology backing each of these different projects that we're supporting. We have wonderful individuals that are growing and adding towards the development of these projects, that are adding to the vision and expanse of these projects. And we are moving forward in a really big way. I look at some of the bigger projects out there. You look at things like Bitcoin, and you look at Ethereum, and some of the ones and the old ones that have been around for a long time. And when you look at their life cycle and how long it took many of those to actually stand up and grow legs and to really be able to do something, a lot of those projects, it took a long time. I don't think we're going to take anywhere near as long. I mean, green has already been around now for about 4 years, and we're starting to see some really great movement in a much shorter amount of time. On top of that, all of the other projects that we're supporting, I think, are going to go even faster and better. I mean, time will tell, of course, with all these things, and I don't know. I don't have a guarantee. But from what I'm seeing, the individuals that are here to support, the work that they're putting into it, the time that they're dedicating to these projects, oftentimes for free, just kind of giving their time and effort to what we're doing here, it's astounding, and it's pretty amazing. So those things are moving forward. Again, a lot of people are coming in and latching on to the green project right now, which is exciting to also watch. There will be, going back to kind of what we were talking about before, there will still be some adjustments to some accounts. Just want to let you know, don't worry about those adjustments. This is just kind of part of the process. You're going to see those, and of course they will settle appropriately where they need to be. Everyone will have the nodes that they should have, and that will all be corrected and appropriate. And I think the biggest thing for this is making sure that as we move forward on each of these different projects, we are establishing roadmaps for the different projects so that you can see kind of, not necessarily timeline is probably a bad way to put it, but you can see the steps that are in place and that are going to be taken to get to where we need to be as a project, to where each of these projects need to be, to where I believe it'll help the success of each and every one of these projects. So that's what I wanted to share today. One more thing, of course, we are working on the final stages of the compensation plan with the requirements so that can be published. I'm hoping to have that, and I know this has taken a lot longer than any of us would like. We are paying out right now. Again, I just want to make sure that that's clear. Things are being paid. Your direct commissions are all being paid right now. So the transaction rewards, the confirmation rewards, and the block rewards, those are all being paid out currently. And those will continue to be paid out as we correct some of the genealogy that needs to be corrected. The node support rewards have been on hold, and those are on hold because we have to correct everything before we can pay those out. All the genealogy and all the purchases have to be in the proper order. Otherwise, people are going to get stuff that they're not supposed to, or certain people won't get what they should get. And so that's just on pause until we can correct all that information, and then we will get that paid out as well. But I believe that we're probably just a couple days out from having the corrected documentation that we can then publish for everybody, so that you can start moving forward, explaining it, understanding it. We can start having these conversations on these calls be more about the sales process and how we can start to grow everything as well. We're just probably a couple days out from that as well. So
I'm looking seriously forward to that.
Me too.
Network
Me
for
too.
life and foremost. That is what I think everybody on this call is waiting for, you know, when can we really get going? And yes, we have to remember also, like Steven said, you can sign up people, they can get involved in a specific project and so on. I have a follow-up question for that one, Steven. I know some of the projects already you can purchase the smaller nodes, like not the full smart node. How does it look with Element? Do you have an update on Element where that one is right now?
Thank you. I don't right now, but what I would like to do is actually I will bring Element on one of our next calls, maybe maybe Tuesday of next week. We can have Element on the call and they can give a full update as to where they are. They've been doing a lot of work also in the background and trying to make sure that they've got everything lined up appropriately. There are a few things that are going to be starting to launch here soon with Todd Hoffman and his show, which is really exciting because that's all going to be helping to support the whole Element project. So I think I will give you an update maybe tomorrow or the next day, but I believe that we should be able to have Element on early next week.
Brilliant. So we're looking forward to that. If you could message me, Steven, so we can announce that what day it could be, or in Slack, or in tomorrow's call maybe that we have between us. If you could get an update on when, it would be brilliant.
Sounds great.
Thank you, Steven, for your time. And I know hasn't been easy. First
That's
traveling
okay.
a lot, then jet lag. I know you had a bad one, and then getting sick after. So thank you.
Part of life. I'm glad to be back. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
We'll see you.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, on this call, we will, as I said, we will continue. I know that Rimidas, Peter, Sirpa, some of you are Simon, Jairo, a few others will be contacted and have been contacted for the last ones now, guys. I know it is, you know, ripping the hair. I'm ripping my hair, but I will get it done together with you. So any help that you need, if it's somebody still that hasn't signed up, hasn't received their nodes, please let us know so we can work through and make sure that you as a leader qualify higher for the node support reward pools. Because that's what it's all about, correct? Because the more people you have that has got the products, are running the nodes and so on, the better obviously also your reward will be. So that's all from me today. We will, as Steven said then in the beginning of next week, probably Tuesday, then have an update on Element. I'm looking forward for that one. I'm very excited for that one. So, and guys, lastly, but most importantly, I got a ridiculous question actually the other day, and that asked me that, are we still in the project? You know, will we be here in 30 days from now? Yeah, I don't know 30 days, but for sure 30 months. Okay, so we are not going anywhere. There is nothing on the market that interests me in the way that Connect does. I am also like you. I would like to get going yesterday, but honestly, with what? With what? This is what I believe in. It is a project worth doing, and I trust the people in Connect behind. I trust Aaron, I trust Mike, Nigel, everybody else, you know, involved and so on. We are all here to make the utmost of it, doing what we can for all of us to enjoy a good future together. So don't believe that I'm going anywhere. I'm here. I just been too busy with things that I don't enjoy too much, but I'm doing it because I want to help my team, the whole Connect, and your team to get what they deserve. So have a nice evening, guys. We speak soon. Bye-bye. Good night.